Today we are going to deal with post-tender negotiations. The top management personnel shall do the adjudication before the formal submission of tender. The topic of discussion can be summarized as follows. 1. Status of the order book. Are we in real need or desperate to get this job? This can be owing to the situation of the company or the familiarity of the project, especially similar ones were successfully done previously, that have sufficient experience. 2. Do we have the resources and the technical know-how in-house to do the job? 3. What would be the additional cost as a percentage which we have to encounter in the event of outside hiring of labor and plant? Number 4. How is the employer? Good paymaster, somewhat okay, or plainly bad? 5. The type of conditions of contract. I've done with projects before and hence familiar or completely new. 6. Risk factor. This has to be very carefully analyzed. Can we do the project with our regular suppliers giving the bulk of the materials, or do we have to import or look for new suppliers? Possibility of using materials already in our source profitably. Number 9. Proximity of the site. No need for labor accommodation. It is closer to our accommodation. 10. Advance payment. Payment terms. The approximate financial charges based on the initial cash flow forecast. 11. Major plants. Has any reached zero value? If so, the list of such plants in order to consider possible discounts on such plants. After discussing the above points, the management can decide about the discount, if any, or the adjustment to overhead some profit and make the submission of the tender. The main point is staying successful is to understand the full extent of the scope, the complexities, the risk, and the price to avoid all difficulties while execution. Post-tender negotiation. This is a phenomena particularly with individual employers, as everybody wants to cut corners and interested in the best possible value for money. New investors with billions of dollars are coming into the construction business. The top management with sufficient authority to be in charge of such negotiations. In post-tender negotiations, there is a possibility to know the near rivals as the tenders are already open. The top management during such negotiation can contemplate substantial reduction or discounts in addition to what is already given in tender value on items such as overheads, profits, markup on provisional sums, markup on nominated subcontractors. The conditions of contract can be amended to: Number 1. Increase of advance payment, say 15% of the contract price rather than 10% normal. 2. More favorable monthly payment terms, say to be paid within 30 days or 20 days upon engineer certification. 3. The projects where the bulk of the materials or equipment to be imported overseas, payments of material or site to be considered when the same is in shipment in high seas rather than delivered to site. 4. Higher invoice value for materials at site, say 90% instead of the usual 80%. Deduction of advance payment to be based on value of work done rather than the contract period elapsed. It is to be noted that the employers may be willing to consider the above as they already have the budgeted amount, giving a payment before there are sufficient guarantees. The bottom line is construction projects are carried out with financial outlay upfront by the contractor in order to get a reasonable profit on their investment. If the project can be financed in full by the employers upfront, then there is no investment from the contractor, and thereby his profit margin can be reduced as it amounts to net profit. Front loading in contracts are generally not accepted. The advance payment is technically front loading, and the increase in the amount of advance payment greatly help the concept of self-financing of the project. It is to be clear that these advance payments are already released after submission of a strongly burden in favor of the client advance payment guarantees from the contractor. There is a big scope of post-tender negotiation in the Middle Eastern countries. There are many individual clients and which is easy for negotiations. The advance payment is in certain countries up to 30% of the contract price. It is usually 10% in the Middle East. Increase the advance payment to say around 25% can bring at least a discount of 5% of the total price. This is a win-win situation to both parties. With 25% advance, a project can be self-financing and thereby the contractors are willing to give discounts. These advance payments will be made available only on the production of on-demand bonds. Thank you.